So let's,
So the coaching program, and you guys think?
yeah.
That's my recommendation.
I'm
Because
pretty much
everything else
doing
will
the same
follow.
thing. I'm doing the same thing as you are.
Yeah.
I have a book in the making, and I'm creating a class, and I'm also doing one-on-one, so it's very similar to what you have.
Yeah.
So they kind of go together.
Yeah, they will all go together. I'm just in terms of, for the purposes of the classroom, to choose one to focus on, so that you can understand and go through the process in the entirety with one specific outcome in mind. So a coaching program is,
That sounds about,
yeah,
sounds like the right thing.
yeah. I would definitely say that.
Maybe for you also, does that sound like the right thing?
I'm definitely
Coaching
focusing on
program.
my offer and what I'm offering, because that's where I've had the most difficulty. The book is coming along, but yeah, that's where I need the most help.
Yeah. And I would say this is a practice that's done everywhere in the world. I mean, if you just think about actors and actresses, they get hired for the acting position first, and then they learn the script. It's not they
So
learn the
true.
script first,
Yeah,
and like, okay, great, now I'll learn the script. Can I audition for it? Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
that's a
I'll
really
just
good.
give them a couple of one-liners. They're like, okay, great, you're perfect for the job or not.
Yeah.
I'm wondering whether we can go and eat, because I'm really hungry, and I think I'm full, so I don't know where everyone else is. It's like, what, 20 to 2?
Yeah, it is. We're going to get this done and then go to lunch right after it.
Yeah, this is like the hardest part for me.
All right.
You know, I mean, I don't know where everyone else is at. But
We can do lunch, but these will have to be done by the time we get back from lunch, because we have an amazing exercise.
Yeah.
Does everybody agree to that?
Well, here's my recommendation. We could get the instructions, and we can work on it during lunch together. We can all go to lunch together, wherever. I don't know what's local here.
There's a bunch of places locally, actually.
Okay.
So.
And my car fits 4 people, so you guys, we can just take one car.
Cool.
I'll do
Sounds
my
good.
best to finish it. I also want to be realistic.
Mhm.
I would rather, for the process, I would rather be realistic and not finish it than finish it and not be realistic.
Okay.
So just
Yeah.
honest.
To be honest, I would rather not work on this during lunch. I'd rather take my mind off of it and clear my head, and then come back and put my full focus on it.
Okay. Can we
While
do the?
eating lunch, put my full focus
Can we
on
do the
lunch.
first? How about we do the first goal? We'll do the 1-year goal.
3 months?
Actually, no. We're gonna start at. We'll do the 10-year goal. That's the better actually for this exercise. It's page 16 if you're going in your book. Just
We can, even just by talking about it.
we're gonna set them, and then we're gonna do an exercise around it, which is it's a guided visualization. So it's fun. So
From today's date.
it is now December 16th. You can also set this as December 31st or something. You can set it.
Yeah.
Yeah, December 31st is probably better. December 31st, 2023. And I have, and then set one goal around something that has to do with your business.
December 31st,
23.
2023.
2023. Yep.
2023.
Go ahead and take all the time you need to finish up in the next 3 minutes. Right.
get so frustrated and
Yep.
like, honey, aren't we gonna go out? Like, yeah, well, hold on, I just gotta do this.
Those
So I've been
days.
going out without him.
Yep. Yeah, I've.
You know what else? You know what else I want to say about setting things in motion is that things happen already between dates. Like I'm doing a workshop with someone on Monday, and she wasn't getting on so well with her partner. She was doing a segment on conflict resolution, and so she actually had to resolve something before she showed up for the workshop to feel an integrity. It's really cool how that works.
That is really cool. All right.
Reminds me of the exercise that lady did where like, it was the rain, flushing things out, and John Block did. Remember that? It was a stagnant pond, it's got all kinds of crud in there. And imagine the rain comes down.
Oh,
it washes-
Corey.
I don't remember her name.
Yeah.
All right. So we are going to do
Access consciousness.
an exercise. I want to get you guys out of here in a reasonable amount of time. So while this might be funny looking and totally might be outside of your awareness of something that's possible, or whatever your kind of mental thoughts on it are, go ahead and leave them outside and let's just play.
Alright, let's do this.
So the first things first, I want you, we will end up standing up. So you can stand up now if you want, or in a minute when I tell you all to stand up. So go ahead and point to whichever way your past is. Okay, good. And now I want you to go ahead and point to wherever now is. And I want you to point into your future. Where is your future? Good. You might notice that they make a line. It might not be a straight line. It might be a curved line. It might be a zigzag line. It might be a squiggly line. Whatever it is, it's a line. Do you all notice how that could make a line?
Yep.
Eventually somewhere, the 3 points connect. Okay, good. Now I want you to go ahead and close your eyes. And by the way, that is your timeline. So I want you to go ahead and close your eyes and bring up your timeline. And I want you to go ahead and start to float up above, like sounds on the wind in a bathtub, or however you might imagine it. Whether you see your timeline or not is just fine. And I want you to start floating into your past. Go ahead and float into your past and just notice 3 events that you can get positive learnings from. And once you've gotten those 3 positive learnings now, go ahead and turn back to now. And start floating up, 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 even higher. Higher and higher and higher. Until your timeline is just 1 inch long. Good. Good. Go ahead and start floating back down. Start floating into your future. And start noticing some events that might be happening. And I want you to float out into the date, December 31st, 2023. And I want you to pull up an image of that goal that you just set. I want you to pull it up right after you've completely achieved it. It's set, it's done, it's successful. And I want you to change the colors. Make it look brighter, make it look dimmer, whatever you need to do to make it look perfectly real. I want you to add sound to it. Hear the sounds that you would hear, knowing that it has been achieved now. Getting the feelings that you feel, the feelings of the things that are around you, knowing that they're there. Just smelling the things that you smell and tasting the things that you taste. Knowing that everything that you needed to do has been done to make your goal a reality. Now I want you to step into the picture, and I want you to be in it. And it's a movie. It is as if it is really happening to you in that moment. You have just achieved it. Being there, being where you are. Go ahead and make it feel real. The most real you could possibly make it. Change anything that you need to change. And then go ahead and step out of the image and see yourself in the image again, having achieved that goal, having been successful already. You are already successful. Now go ahead and take both of your hands and physically grab the picture of you in the picture. I'm going to grab your laptop. Go ahead and stand up. Go ahead and grab the picture, imagining yourself in the picture, already successful. And we're going to energize it with 4 Ha breaths. And these breaths are breaths of life. These are deep energy breaths. You breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, blowing all the energy into the breaths. In a moment, we are going to do 4 of these. And it's going to be something like this. Ha! So go ahead and we're going to do the first one. You're going to breathe all of your life's energy into this picture. The first one. Ha! 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 Good. And as you complete that last one, you begin to notice as you float above your timeline on December 31st, 2023, a slot opens up right at that exact moment, and the image begins to float down into that slot. And as it just begins to float down, it slides right in, perfectly in line with all of the other events happening in your life. And you notice that a glass encasement just locks it in place, just like Tupperware locks it in place. It's permanently locked in place, just like that. And you know that it is now part of your future as you start to go back to now, noticing all of the events and 3 specific events that occurred to make that goal a reality, a possibility, and for you to have already achieved it now. as you keep coming back to now, already having let go and inserting that image of your success now into your timeline, noticing events only as soon as you've noticed enough events to come back to now and open your eyes. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I want to hear from you guys. How was that?
I saw a picture of I was holding a hula hoop. And then there's all my artists, they were sitting on the hula hoop. And then I was holding the hula hoop like a circle. And they were all, I was holding them up, with this giant circle of the hula hoop, which was coming out from my center, which was like the future. Have you guys seen Donnie Darko?
Mm-hmm.
Seen that? You haven't seen that? Because his future comes out like a worm, from his stomach, and so the future was like this, like a circle that kind of went around, and everyone was sitting on it, and I was holding them all up, supporting them by this circle, with this center,
Very cool.
kind of, and all the artists were there.
Feels very realistic. Already achieved now, haven't you?
That's in my head.
Who else? Gia, you wanted to say something?
Wow, it's just really powerful. The energy of other people around me is really rare. Yeah.
For me, it was the timeline was basically like a glowing line, just shot out forwards and backwards. And when I would float up, it's like Superman going, just looking downwards. Oh, it's pretty cool. And then when I came back down, it kind of turned into this river, and keep going forward. The river just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and getting stronger. It's there's more energy up there in the future. And then the images looking back were these basically frames floating above the river, like a stack of cards.
Very cool. And your goal feels achieved?
Totally.
Michael?
As I was going backwards into the past, it felt like I was getting heavier. I couldn't stand because it was just getting heavier and heavier. And then as we started going into the future, it was like I was getting lighter and lighter and moving faster and faster. And then when we were at the specific date and holding the picture and becoming part of it, I was being hugged, and flanked by the two founders of the company that I work with, and they were hugging me and whispering in my ear as we were on stage in front of 100,000 people. It was one of those moments where it was like I get to be there and only I can hear what they're whispering in my ear and congratulating me, and I was crying, and then I turned around and looked at everybody's faces, all the people's lives that I've helped contribute
And your goals achieved?
Yeah.
Very cool. So this is actually the process that we do somewhere around here. In the Smart Mastery system. And you can actually do this consistently with every single goal that you set. And knowing that it's felt achieved already. So this is something, if you feel that is right for you. Is it okay if I share with you about the audio program? Is that all right? So we have an audio program, Smart Cube Mastery, and it's an entire program around your life, business, and finances using SMART goal setting. And we use this to set goals around. There's specific areas in each one that we set goals around for starting in 3 months all the way out to 20 years. You learn the art of mastering your goals, yourself, for your person, your profession, and your finances. It's done on 3 audio CDs so that you can have, for your personal life, to become more intentional with your health, yourself, so you can look and feel better. Connect on a deeper level to build stronger relationships. Now, this will help you in your personal. It'll also help you with your business. Because when you can start to connect better with other people around you, your sphere of influence, as you said, gets larger just by simply associating with people. And I actually have a really cool story I'll tell you guys after lunch. You're going to discover different ways that you can travel and enjoy the luxuries of life, where you want to go, based on things that come up through the program. In your personal and your professional career, you'll be able to build a team so you can lead them and manage them so you're respected even more, or if you don't have one yet, so you can become a respected leader. You're going to be able to engage your team, engage your customers, so you can get more tasks done quicker. How many of you want to be able to delegate your tasks that you don't want to do? This comes from being able to lead people. Lead people and manage people and give people tasks to and delegate them effectively and responsibly to the right people. And also to your customers, helping them in a way that's going to be able to build a stronger relationship and support them in a greater way that gets them to buy more. You also learn more skills around your passion to become and stay an industry leader. Within your finances, become financially free to live the lifestyle that you truly want and deserve so you can support your family and your true friends. You're also going to grow your business to generate more passive income. How many of you have passive income? How many of you want passive income? Or more passive income if you already have it? You're going to be able to set goals to make that a reality. If you don't have a goal to create passive income, you'll never have passive income. I have actually created quite a bit of passive income through some of the other businesses that I have, and so I will be explaining some of those things as well.